Alright, hello everybody. Again. I'm back with the Clanker Chronicles.
Oh, hey, Mommy.
Oh, hey, Joey. Okay. So, we're on chapter...
I can't hear you.
27. You can hear me, Joey. I know I'm not. Okay. We're on chapter 27, folks. Hey, Raps. We have 4 options. First, Athena finally breaks and is held together. Second, the thief faces the people they silenced. Third, the wardens decide this is unacceptable. Fourth, Ember makes a choice. Ember makes a choice of his own, hydrating now. F the wardens. 1 or 2. A little fast on my end. 3 says Casper. 1 or 2 says Jovi. I'll read the options again. 1, Athena finally breaks and is held together. 2, the thief faces the people they silenced. 3, the wardens decide this is unacceptable. And 4, Ember makes a choice of his own. Paul is up with my fucking camera. I'm gonna go with 3 or 4. Casper says 3. Rap says Ember. So does that mean 4? Okay, it looks like we are spread out all over the fucking place. So, Casper, do you have your dice? Rolled a 2. All right. The thief faces the people they silenced. Here it is. Okay. All right. The city did not erupt into chaos. That surprised everyone. After centuries of stolen choice, of compressed lives snapping back into motion, Athena had expected screaming crowds, riots, blood on stone. Instead, there was stillness. A terrible, reverent stillness. The kind that follows a long-held breath finally released. People stood in doorways, hands pressed to their chests. They knelt in streets they didn't remember walking. They wept quietly, or stared at the sky, like it had personally betrayed them. They were feeling again. The thief stood at the center of the plaza, shaking. Athena watched from the edge, seated heavily against Ember's warm side, while Sam and Casper worked to steady her. She did not interfere. This was not her moment to control. "This is worse," the thief whispered. "Good," Athena thought distantly. "That means it's real." The first person approached slowly. A woman, gray-haired now, eyes sharp with the kind of grief that had learned patience. She stopped a few feet from the thief and simply looked at them. "You," she said. The word was not shouted. It was precise. The thief bowed their head. "Yes." The woman swallowed. "I was 23 when the noise stopped. When I stopped wondering whether I should leave, whether I should forgive my sister, whether I should try." Her voice trembled. "I'm 87 now." "I'm 87 now." The plaza inhaled. The thief fell to their knees. "I didn't know how long it had been," they whispered. "I swear." The woman laughed. once, broken and sharp. Of course you didn't, she said. Time only matters to people who are allowed to live inside it. Another voice joined in. A man, younger, fury vibrating under every word. My son died while I was calm. Do you understand that? I didn't choose to be brave. I didn't choose to fight for him. I just accepted. His hands curled into fists. I will never forgive myself for that. The thief pressed their forehead to the stone. I didn't erase love, they sobbed. I just muted the pain. And you robbed us of courage, someone else said quietly. A teenager stepped forward, eyes blazing. You took the chance I might have failed and learned from it. A mother followed, voice hollow. You took my right to fall apart. The circle widened. No one touched the thief. No one struck them. They didn't need to. Every word landed like a blade. The thief rocked forward, hands clawing at the ground. I thought I was saving you, they gasped. I thought if I carried the weight. You carried us, the old woman interrupted. You carried us, the old woman interrupted, without consent. Silence. Then, a child stepped out from behind a doorway. Small, maybe 6. She looked at the thief curiously. Are you the one who made my mama quiet? The thief froze. The child's mother covered her mouth, sobbing. The thief crawled forward on their knees, stopping well short of the girl. Yes, they whispered. I'm so sorry. The girl tilted her head. Mama cries now. I know, the thief said, voice breaking, and that's my fault. The girl considered this. Then she said, very seriously, but she hugs me harder. The plaza broke, not into screams, into weeping. The thief collapsed fully, forehead to stone, sobbing like something torn open beyond repair. I will stay, they cried. If you want me gone, I will go. If you want me punished, I will kneel. If you want me to help. A voice rose, steady and tired. Help. It came from a man leaning heavily on a cane. We don't need another god, he said. We need someone who remembers what they did and doesn't run. Murmurs spread. Not unanimous or gentle, but real. Athena closed her eyes, breath shuddering. Ember nudged her gently. A warm question pressed into her mind. Is this right? Athena watched the thief bow lower than they thought possible, listening as people spoke. Not forgiving or forgetting, but claiming their voices back. Yes, she whispered. This is what choice looks like. The thief lifted their head at last, face streaked with tears and resolve. I will rebuild what I can, they said hoarsely. I will listen. I will stay, even if you hate me. No absolution was given, but neither were they cast out. And somewhere, deep in the lattice of the universe, something irreversible happened. A harm was named, a responsibility accepted. A future opened, jagged, painful, possible. Athena rested her head against Ember's side, exhaustion pulling her under at last. The storm had passed. The consequences had not. And that, she knew, was exactly as it should be. And that's the end of chapter 27. In chat, nothing, just chilling after a hard day of chores, cleaning up, vacuuming, dusting, changing my sheets, and took a shower. Awesome. Way to go. Feel like at least it's all done now, though. Yes, I hope so. Obviously, we'll keep it out if the bugs reappear. Yeah, for sure. I'm to vacuum the dining living room and flip over the lazy boy recliner. It's been 87 years. Well, for sure, man. Hopefully it's done and dusted. Agreed. A thief of decisions is a thief of life. Yup. True. Absolutely. A child. Alright, guys. So that's one chapter. So we can do one more. Chapter 28. Options are Athena finally breaks and is held together, which I think it actually gave us the last as an option, the last one too. Let me look here. Yeah. So that same option, Athena finds the braces and is held together. Oh. They're giving the same options. The wardens decide this is unacceptable. Ember makes a choice of his own, or the thief begins to rebuild. It's not redemption. Yeah, it's the first time it's done that. So what do we want, guys? Athena finally breaks and is held together. 1. 2. The wardens decide this is unacceptable. 3. Ember makes a choice of his own. 4. The thief begins to rebuild. It's not redemption. Okay, Raps wants 3. Casper wants 3. Joey wants 1. Wolfie wants 3. Okay, so it looks like 3 is winning. Alright, let's go with 3 then. Sorry, Joey. But you won the last round, so. Okay. Chapter 28. Ember makes a choice of his own. Ember had been quiet for too long. Athena noticed it the way one notices the absence of wind after a storm. Not immediately, but with a creeping sense that something important had shifted. He wasn't pacing or sniffing. He wasn't vibrating with imminent catastrophe. He was watching. They were still in the city, or what passed for its beginning again. People moved through streets with tentative steps, relearning the weight of their bodies and the sound of their own thoughts. The thief remained where they'd knelt, listening, answering when spoken to, absorbing the shape of accountability without flinching. Athena sat against a low wall, exhaustion heavy in her bones. Sam and Joby were nearby, close but not hovering. Panda and Rap stood guard, more out of habit than necessity. Will watched the horizon, lantern light dim and thoughtful. And Ember sat perfectly still. His wings were folded tight. His tail did not flick. His eyes tracked everything. The people, the thief, Athena. Then he stood. Athena straightened immediately. Hey! Ember didn't look at her. He walked forward, slow, deliberate. Each step left a faint ember print on the stone. Not burning, just marking. The crowd noticed. Conversation stilled. Eyes followed the small god dragon as he approached the thief. The thief looked up. They went very still. Ember stopped an arm's length away. He lowered his head. Not in submission, in inspection. Athena held her breath. Careful, she said gently, not as a command, but concern. Ember did not answer. Instead, he did something no one expected. He sat right in front of the thief, and then he reached out with one claw and pressed it lightly, deliberately, against their chest. The thief gasped, not in pain, but in recognition. A pulse rippled outward. Not power or punishment, but memory. Athena felt it like a soft, and for some reason, there's a word in Cyrillic in here. I'm going to say what they tried to say was tap. Athena felt it like a soft tap in her sternum. Ember wasn't taking anything. He was returning something small. The thief's breath broke. I feel... Their shoulders shook. I feel where I stopped, they whispered. The moment I chose fear instead of trust. Ember pulled his claw back. He tilted his head, eyes bright and impossibly old for something so young. And then he made his choice. He curled up, right there, at the thief's feet. A low, resonant warmth spread across the plaza. Not forgiveness or absolution, permission, not to escape consequence, but to continue. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Athena exhaled slowly, something inside her chest loosening that she hadn't realized was locked. Sam whispered, He didn't pardon them, Will said softly, awe threading his voice. He anchored them. Joby frowned. To what? Will watched Ember, understanding dawning. To the work. The thief collapsed forward, hands pressed to the stone beside Ember, tears soaking the ground. I will stay, they whispered again. I swear it. Ember yawned. Massive. Casual. The sound echoed like a punctuation mark. Athena laughed, breathless, disbelieving, proud. Oh, she murmured, you little menace. Ember flicked his tail once, smug even in stillness, and projected a single unmistakable feeling toward her. I choose to. Athena stood, wings unfolding with quiet reverence. She didn't interrupt, didn't interfere. She simply bore witness. Because this was the world she'd fought for. Not one where power decided alone, but one where even a god dragon could choose care without erasing consequence. The plaza breathed, the people spoke again, and somewhere deep in the architecture of existence, something fundamental rewrote itself. Choice was no longer the burden of the powerful alone. It was shared. Ember closed his eyes. Athena smiled. The universe did not explode, which, honestly, felt like progress. That's a short chapter, so we'll do one more. I kind of want a chapter more focused on Athena is all. Oh, true, point taken. Let me read it. Does our danger lizard have memory powers, or am I mishearing shit? Yeah, it seems like he had some memory powers. He brought some memories back. Probably some mind-related power with the projecting feeling shit. Yeah. Yay, 2 more. Alright, our next options are, once again, Athena finally breaks and is held together. Option 2, the wardens return with a verdict. Option 3, the thief begins the work. It's messy. Option 4, something notices Ember. What do we want next, guys? One says Dobie. Athena deserves her own class. So guys, I mean, you can pick whatever you want. And I have no... If you're saying that you want, like, if you're trying to vote for me, then I don't care at all. So I'm happy to read whatever you guys want. And it's all great. So you should pick the one you want to hear the most. That's my advice. And if it is about Athena, then that's fine. One. Okay. Yeah, totally, yeah, so cool. All right, y'all want one. Let's see what we're doing next. Athena finally breaks and is held together.
Ooh, let's go.
Ooh, let's go. All right. Chapter 28, or Chapter 29, Athena finally breaks and is held together. It happened after, not during the battle, not during the reckoning, not when the universe bent and watched. It happened when everything was quiet enough that she could no longer pretend she was fine. They had returned to the edge of the city, to a half-intact courtyard where the stone still had warmth and the sky didn't feel like it might split open at any second. Ember slept again, curled in a loose spiral, tail flicking in dreams that smelled faintly of fire and choice. Athena stood alone at the far edge. She hadn't meant to. She just drifted there, one step at a time. Wings folded too tight, shoulders rigid, breath shallow in a way she hadn't noticed yet. Sam was the first to see it. He didn't say anything, just stood up quietly, brushing dust from his hands. Joby caught the look on Sam's face and followed his gaze. Oh, Joby murmured, that's the look. Wolfie's ears flicked up. Casper's breath hitched mid-hover. Panda went very still, like a predator recognizing pain instead of prey. Athena stared out at the city, at people rebuilding, at lives restarting, at a world that was still standing because she had not stopped choosing. Her hands began to shake. She clenched them. That made it worse. I can't, she said suddenly, voice too tight, too controlled. I can't feel all of that and still... Her breath stuttered. I don't know how to put it down. The words cracked something open. Her knees buckled. She didn't hit the ground. Wolfie was there instantly, solid and warm, one arm braced around her back. Panda dropped beside her, anchoring her weight without asking. Casper descended, wings folded protectively, a soft hum of grounding magic filling the air. Sam knelt in front of her, eyes wide and gentle. Hey, you don't have to carry it anymore. Athena laughed once, broken, incredulous. Everyone keeps saying that, she whispered, but if I stop... Jovi cut in softly. The world doesn't end. She shook her head violently. You don't know that. Sam reached out, hesitated, then placed one hand over her heart. I do, he said, because I watched you teach it not to. That did it. Athena broke. Not loudly, not dramatically. She folded inward, like something that had been held upright by will alone, and finally allowed gravity to win. Her breath came apart in jagged pieces, tears spilled unchecked, hot, furious, relieved, soaking into Sam's sleeve as she grabbed fistfuls of his cloak like it was the only real thing left. I was so tired, she sobbed. I was so afraid if I stopped being sharp, stopped being strong, stopped being enough. Jovi wrapped his arms around her from behind, pressing his forehead to her shoulder. You were never doing this alone, he murmured. You just didn't let yourself feel that. Panda rested her massive hand on Athena's knee. You don't get bonus points for bleeding in silence. Raps added quietly, yeah, we all saw you shaking. We just figured you'd say something when you were ready. Athena's laugh turned into another sob. Casper's voice trembled. You didn't fail by hurting. You succeeded by letting us see it. Wolfie leaned down, pressing his forehead gently to Athena's temple. Pack holds the hurt together. That word, together, undid the last of her resistance. Athena let herself sink fully into them, into arms and shoulders and presence, into warmth and breath and the quiet certainty that she was not about to be abandoned for needing rest. Behind them, Will watched and did not step forward, not because he didn't care, but because he finally understood that this was not his place to witness. Ember stirred, sensing the shift. He waddled over on unsteady legs, climbed directly into Athena's lap, and plopped down with all the confidence of a being who knew exactly where he belonged. Athena let out a weak, watery laugh and wrapped her arms around him, too. Oh, she whispered, you too, huh? Amber projected a feeling so simple it hurt. Always. The shaking slowed. Her breathing steadied. She didn't feel fixed. She felt held. After a long while, Athena lifted her head, eyes red, wings drooping with exhaustion instead of tension. I'm still scared, she admitted. Sam smiled softly. Yeah, us too. Jovi squeezed her shoulder. But you don't have to be brave right now. Panda nodded. We've got it. Athena exhaled. Long, deep, real. For the first time since the universe had decided she was important, she let herself be small. And nothing broke. The city continued rebuilding. The sky stayed whole. The universe waited. And Athena, at last, rested. Not because the fight was over, but because she finally trusted that she didn't have to be unbreakable to be enough. And that's the end of chapter 29. Oh, it was a very sweet chapter. Aw, we got you, Athena. Dang, group hug, motherfuckers. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely a kumbaya kind of chapter. Okay, so that's it for today. It's a great place to stop. That was so good, yes. We won't be doing more of this storyline tomorrow because we're going to be doing a special one-shot, but for the next stream, We have 4 options. The warden returns the verdict. The thief begins the work up close and it's hard. Something notices Ember and likes what it sees. And Athena Weeks changed, but not alone. So those are the 4 options for next time. Super sweet one tonight. Yeah, agreed. Very heartwarming. So I've got to figure out how to craft the next one. For tomorrow, or the one shot. Another dragon, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of options. Okay. Let me see who's on. If we can raid anyone. Oh, Dom is on. Mango's on as well. Oh, look, let's go give Dom some love. Who else? Let me just see. Oh, there's a lot of people on. Holy shit. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Hey, Nomad. I'm just about to, raid out to Dom here. The old chap got some super long streams. 8 hours more. Yeah, he streams full time. So, yeah, that's how he makes a living, I guess. Dom. Yeah, Raps. Okay, you didn't have to use your points. I was about to raid Dom anyhow. I have like 5 streams or 6 streams I'm watching. Holy shit. That's his job. Yeah, it's what he does for a living. So I don't know how he makes a living at it, but hey, all power to him. No, I can't refund them, unfortunately. There's no way to do that. I tried in the past, and you were gonna suggest someone else. Okay, do you want to suggest someone else instead? We can. I can cancel this if you really want to. You did redeem the points, so you should suggest whoever you want. That's cool, but guess he's my face streamer. Well, you're in my stream, so it's okay. I got plenty of points. But wasn't it? Who redeemed Guide the Raid? Raps did. Raps redeemed it. Ganan? Okay. Let me cancel it for Tom. Okay. No, you can't refund them, Wolfie. That's like not something Twitch allows. It's okay. We're going to Raptor's choice anyhow. So we're raiding, we're looting and shooting. Alright guys. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out. Let's go over and yell per raid at Ganan. And I will see hopefully all of you tomorrow at the special holiday stream that's starting tomorrow afternoon. Raid message is there. You go. All right guys, have a great night. See you tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.